Alright, YouTube, so check this out, man. It's funny because I just got back from Little Rock, Arkansas. That's why I've missed a couple days of uploading. Even though we do drive daily, I promise I'm gonna make up for the 2 days that we missed. It's been a crazy weekend. I remember being in Little Rock, Arkansas, and we're having a conversation. Somebody had asked me, you know, how I started growing my beard in. I mean, obviously my beard could be fuller, but this is a lot more than I've ever been able to grow in my entire life, right? I'm 32 now, and last year I started growing a beard. But he was telling me about microneedling, and it's funny because I was looking for a video to react to, maybe something interesting to, and this popped up on my timeline, and the title is, I cut thousands of holes in my head every day to prevent hair loss. I think in this video he's gonna break down this whole microneedling thing. If I'm gonna get more informed on it, I'd love for you guys to get more informed on it as well. So let's watch this together. Let's react. Let's see if this is an option for my hair loss guys, or for my guys who want to grow in more hair. All right, so shout out to More Plates, More Dates. Definitely gonna put the link of his channel in the description below, so make sure you guys subscribe to him.
I'm going to post the study here that shows the difference in results between the microneedling and minoxidil.
Whoa, microneedling and minoxidil group. So keep in mind, guys, all right, minoxidil it's like the main ingredient for Rogaine. I did use minoxidil a few times for probably, like, I would say I kept up with it for like a week, because you gotta do it twice, in the morning and at night. So I did do that on my beard, and I think it did help, but obviously I gave up on it. I wish I would have kept up with it. It's worked. I haven't used it ever since, and it probably would work better if I used it more often. But that's what it is. It's like a foam or like a cream or liquid that you can use on your face. So he's saying that he used the microneedling and minoxidil here. Why does it look like that? Minoxidil only, minoxidil, I don't know, let's let him explain.
Group and the minoxidil only group.
Medical disclaimer. Yeah, that disclaimer's for me too. I ain't no doctor.
What's up, guys? Derek, moreplatesmoredates.com. Today I'm going to be talking quickly about microneedling. So if you don't know what microneedling is it's basically where you intentionally stab holes into your head to induce growth factors that would otherwise not be present.
Doesn't sound good.
In optimal balance in somebody that has androgenic alopecia. So the benefit of microneedling, first of all, it's non-hormonal, it's not a drug, it's nothing that has a side effect profile aside from potentially, you know, getting an infection or something if you didn't use, you know, sterile needles or anything like that. But other than that, it's probably like one of the safest and best things you can do. Perhaps not the most, you know, efficacious treatment, but it's good to have in there for sure, because the side effect profile is so minimal. Like, there's almost no reason to not include it other than if you are a pussy and don't like the pain. I'm gonna post the study here that shows the difference in results between the microneedling and minoxidil group and the minoxidil only group, and the results are pretty staggering. Now, is that because the microneedling group is just getting more minoxidil systemic, and, you know, the same thing could be accomplished with a higher dose of topical or perhaps even oral minoxidil? Maybe, but at the same time, it seems.
Wow, that's pretty drastic. That's a big difference right there. So look at how this one's crazy. And I know this one, length plays a factor, but in this one, length does not play a factor. It's definitely fuller.
Seems to not have a significantly higher risk profile, because the way in which it is administered is, it's not like they punch the holes in the scalp and then apply the minoxidil right after, and that's the mechanism by which it works better. It's these micro holes are punched in the scalp, and then minoxidil application is typically skipped on that day to prevent it from going too systemic and causing, you know, heart palpitations and stuff, which sounds insane, but if you actually look up what minoxidil was designed for and the effect it can have on orthostatic hypotension and tachycardia, it's pretty predictable what taking a high dose systemically of minoxidil is going to do to somebody.
This guy's smart.
So that's what causes, you know, like the crazy heart rate and stuff in some individuals. And I've actually had a friend who had his blood pressure go so low he ended up in the hospital for minoxidil. In addition to that, using it in conjunction with the microneedling is pretty non-invasive in my opinion. Like, it's only a 1.5 millimeter hole. It's painful, but it's not like anything crazy that you can't just like grit your teeth through.
All right.
Like, I know some.
Are you gonna show the? I hope he shows the process. He's explaining things, but if he doesn't show it, I'm going to look it up. From my understanding, it's like a little rolly thing with a whole bunch of little needles in it that you just roll on your scalp. He says it's painful. I don't know, man. I'm just shaving my head, bro. I'm just, you know, once these corners go further back and my forehead's over here, I gotta shave it off. I think I'm a pussy.
Some people who have to put on like numbing cream before they do it, and honestly, just like, you shouldn't need to use that, in my opinion. Just like grit your teeth and get through it. I use this thing, it's called a derma pen, or it's not, the derma pen is the one that you would manually use. I use something called a derminator, which is like a high quality, almost like clinical grade machine that you can turn on to go super fast, and it basically just goes in and out like super fast a bunch of times, so I can go through my entire scalp. Never use a derma roller. Like, the way they punch in and out of the skin, it can cause tearing in the scalp, which it could be counterproductive for hair growth, in my opinion. Perhaps it's not like there's
because it's rolling
study comparing the two, but based on just physics and looking at how it goes in and out, if you're rolling something across your scalp, it's going in at an angle and coming out at an angle, versus something that goes straight in and out and creates a straight, non-torn channel essentially into the scalp. If you haven't looked into microneedling, highly recommend it, or you can check out the article on my website for more info.
All right, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate the information. I'm going to put a link to his channel in the description below, guys. But I'm going to do some more research now. Let's look at the comments real quick. That's a dumb comment. It's stupid. So he's got a link to the devices that... Let's check out the device he uses in a little bit. I have a full head of hair, but still watch these. Yo, I feel like everybody do, bro. I'm good right now, but my forehead's been getting bigger little by little, year by year. My corners are definitely light. But you know, your boy been doing a little bit of research. I don't know if you have noticed here and there. You know, just making sure, bro. Just making sure, you know, I'm informed in case I gotta make a decision. Your hair looks better than it's ever looked before, bro. Go to Turkey. It's dirt cheap. I'm completely bald. I'm going to get a transplant for $22.50. I didn't know it was that cheap. I'm not going that cheap. If Turkey's cheaper than the US, I've heard of people getting it done for like $5. I'm going for that one. I'll go for the one that's double and still a fraction of what it would cost in the US. But Turkey's supposed to be the best when it comes to that. All right, I want to see the actual. All right, so this is the Derminator 2, $200. Is worth it. I'm not doing this though. Once I lose, I'm going to Turkey. If I was gonna do the micro needling though, I'm doing this over a damn micro needling roller that's tearing my scalp up. I don't know about y'all. All right, let's look at somebody using the Derminator to get rid of wrinkles. Bro, what in the world? That's the same guy. That's more plates, more dates. That's a whole nother video right there. All right, let's watch this one.
Hey, what's going on guys, Matt here, and in this video I'm going to be sharing with you my derma rolling or micro needling routine, or a tutorial how I'm doing that on a regular basis. I'm using derma pen. I'm doing...
All right, real quick, his channel, I just want to shout out his channel, Matt Dominance. Matt Dominance, he's got 44,000 subs. I'll put a link to the description of his channel as well if you guys are interested in more of this type of information.
Every 10 days, and I'm using a needle, 12 pin needles of 1 or 1.5 millimeters. You can adjust it here from 0.25 millimeter all the way up to 2 millimeters. Did a video of me using derma rolling like a year ago, back then when I was using the old school derma roller. You can watch it somewhere here. I switched to derma pen because I think it's more practical and I just like it more. Let's talk about the good things, okay? But by regular use of derma rolling device or any tool, it can be mechanical or more like automated, like this pen. There are some good things happening in our skin, like a release of platelet-derived growth factors, epidermal growth factors. There comes to the activation of the stem cells in the hair bulge. First, if you're new to this, I highly suggest you visit a licensed dermatologist who could do this with more like sophisticated tools, like more professional tools, unlike derma roller. Show you what size of needles are the best for your type of skin. It's good to do that, and I wish I had done this before, but I didn't. I started with the derma roller and then switched to derma pen without, you know, consulting it with a doctor. So if you know that you are somebody whose skin can get irritated.
That's really good advice. Like if I was even thinking about doing this, I would go to a professional first, get informed, make sure that's gonna be safe for me, because I don't want to take like no risk where, you know, I end up spending even more at a hospital, right? Spend the money for the consultation.
I'm gonna set it on 1 millimeter for now, or 1.5, and do the procedure, the microneedling at home. Okay, so let's do that.
Uh-oh.
Right now I'm gonna
There we go.
make the hair more softer.
Been waiting on this.
Okay, before we start needling. I like to keep my hair maybe like that wet, so it's not like totally like soaking wet, but maybe like that. So I
keep in mind, when his hair is wet, it's gonna look a lot thinner. When you have thin hair, you don't use wet styling products. It makes your hair look even thinner. You use dry powders are good, dry clays are good. Don't use anything that gives you a wet look.
I can do the microneedling much more easily, okay, and I can also see better where I already did the needling and where I didn't, where the skin is more red and where it isn't. The needles are kind of sticking out maybe 1.5 millimeter above this plastic. Now, for how long should you stay at the same spot? Well, that's pretty simple. As soon as you start seeing any redness or erythema, you stop or move to a different spot. You should be able to feel some pain, like a slight pain is okay. Just feel that it's working, okay, that it's doing something. I like to start on the crown and work my way all the way up. You can already notice some redness in this area. The most important is to reach the skin and not the hair. So sometimes for any reason, if you cannot feel that you are not feeling the skin with the pen, then just uncover the hair and then reach the skin easily that way. Alright guys, I'm almost at the end of the microneedling session, and you can notice it here because the skin is quite red in this whole area, which I'm doing the microneedling on. I got a hair transplant in this area where the hair is now growing, so I'm not really touching that area just to stay safe.
You've been on a journey.
Using hair fibers, which I like to use, I normally wait 24 hours after I've done my derma rolling, and then I apply my hair fibers. Alright guys, the microneedling session is finally over. I did like 10 or 12 minutes. That's what I do every 10 days. Actually, if you read the studies, one of them I linked below, they did one treatment every 2 weeks. The treatment was 20 to 25 minutes, but every 2 weeks one time, and they used 1.5 millimeter needles. So theoretically I'm doing the same, but I'm doing it only 10 minutes, but rather more frequently. Not once every 2 weeks, but once every 10 days. So it's almost the same. That's
an OD, bro.
These are more expensive, like look like better maybe, and important, they are wireless. I need to plug it in. That's something that makes me think,
nah.
okay, maybe.
But bro, you really committed to this. Get the top dog, man. Go wireless. All right, so, and then he's also doing the Minoxidil. Listen to this part.
Wait. If you are using Minoxidil or Rogaine, Regain, same thing. You wait 24 hours and then you apply that. I tried it earlier, especially back then when I was using Minoxidil and microneedling, and I waited only like 10 hours or something, and I felt some stinging and burning on my...
That's a good tip. Okay, cool. I want to see what this guy looked like before this whole journey, because he's got a decent amount of hair now, and he's gotten a transplant before. Yo, you can go on this guy's channel and learn everything. He even covered Tory Lanez. Tory was all over the blog sites, man. They were going in. Oh, here we go. Yo, so he went from before no girls to now he can't get them off him. Not this play. He covered one of them up, but he was pulling some chicks. All right, so he's pretty much saying now that he got hair, he pulling more girls. Good for you, bro. I really clicked that video because I wanted to see what you look like before the transplant and this whole hair journey. But good for you, man. I'm happy. I'm happy you're happy. Guys, that was interesting. Microneedling. Let me know in the comments if that's something you would do. Would you do that? Would you do the microneedling? Because he got the hair transplant. He's doing the microneedling because he wants to maintain it and continue to grow it. Now, I'm informed, and you guys are probably informed as well. So let me know if you like this video. Comment below. Smash the like button. I will see you guys tomorrow.